back to another segment of the Ratchet and Kim Possible Files, the Solanian Revolution. Last time, our group tried to get some intel from Courtney Gears, but she is shown to really hate organics like she does in her song. And just when you thought she could finally redeem herself by telling any intel regarding Dr. Nefarious, she backstabs Clank and ends up taking him over to Dr. Nefarious. And possibly have him replaced with an imposter now that... And just a little afterwards, have they received a message from Skid believing that he could be in trouble after he mentioned that he ran into Courtney Gears. Oh boy, what a mess this guy. Things have just gotten worse. Okay, let's just get started on this dang story already. Returning to the moon system, they were able to fly into the third moon, which used to have been encased in a force field. Sorry about that. Every time I move my mouse on one of those menu bars, it just automatically opens. As soon as they landed inside and got out of the ship, they had a chance to look around. Whoa, just look at this place. This is like some sort of dance studio themed evil lair. I would guess that this is where Courtney would have set up her base. It seems like her kind of place, all right. Come on, let's go see if we can find Skid around here. They rushed through the entire place as fast as they could. The place was indeed very unique. It consisted of a lot of areas that were accessible via gravity boots. They had to walk on walls and even ceilings just to get through. The deeper they went, the more they believed that they would find Courtney, aside from hoping to find Skid. Many vicious robots got in their way, but they fought through them. They kept on going till they were able to reach the last chamber of the place. There they saw what appeared to be a lab of sorts. Whoa, just what kind of freaky place is this? This is the testing lab for the Bio-Obliterator. The what? Wait, Clank, how is it possible for you to have known that? There's nothing here that would imply that. Hold on for a minute. Are we going to be able to find out what this bio-obliteration thingy does? I would hope so. Let's see what Nefarious has been up to. They checked on a screen nearby. Hang on, is this thing working? I have to always check to make sure. Okay, good.
Whoa! Like I never knew you were this kinky, Miss Gears.
Don't you ever shut up.
Okay, I'll zip it. Man, the guys aren't gonna believe this.
Like destroy all squishies, dude.
Yep, that's what it does. The group was greatly shocked to see this, but Ron was very, very distraught. Skid! No! He fell on his hands and knees and banged his fists on the floor. They turned Skid into a robot? But that's impossible! Not for Dr. Nefarious, apparently. So Dr. Nefarious plans on turning all organic life forms into robots? That's right. But don't be afraid. The transformation doesn't hurt much. They were then warped out of the room. They arrived within another chamber that they have seen before. Hey, I remember this place. This room. This is the room that we saw that horrible music video. I can see you gross organics have checked out my latest work. Before them was Courtney. Courtney! It seems that the test was a huge success. Soon, the entire galaxy will be populated by robots. Wouldn't you enjoy being a robot? I think it's a lot more fun than being a disgusting, squishy organic. You're just another rotten diva, Courtney. No kidding, Ron. She's even worse than Bonnie. Oh, for sure. Courtney. Yeah, you know someone is bad when our main characters say that she's worse than Bonnie. I mean, Bonnie was annoying and a jerk, and she's self-centered and was always disrespectful towards her classmates and friends, but at least she had some sympathy and she was helpful when she needed to be. Aw, is that your initial reaction to what we have planned for the future of the galaxy? Such a pitiful shame. Fine, if you won't submit, then I will force you to undergo the process. Heh, you wish. We will never give in to this despicable plan of yours, but go ahead and try, gladly. But before we start, allow me to introduce you to my new backup dancers. They're sure to be quite killer. A nearby platform rose up near her. The group watched this occurring. Within that time, they saw something that greatly startled Kim and Ron. No way. It can't be. Standing on the platforms were the BB bots. It's the BBs. Those are the BB bots? The ones that Draken warned us about? We shall annihilate all organic life forms in the name of Dr. Nefarious, for he is the greatest. So, you're acquainted with these bots? They came from some nowhere planet infested with too many organic vermin. I feel really sad for them for coming from such a backwater place. Hey, that's our home planet you're talking about. That's it. I've had it with you. No one insults my friends or the planet they're from. I hope you can fight better than you can sing, because we're taking you down. Heh, not likely, but go ahead and try. BBs, let's fight these disgusting squishies and make them one of us. Affirmative. The group began their epic fight against Courtney and the BBs. The vicious robot girls were shown to be very formidable and very, very dangerous, just like how Kim and Ron remembered them to be. They even went as far as nearly beating the group, but the group really held their own as they were persistent and were very able to endure. At one point, Ron saw his chance to send Rufus over to climb all over Courtney, which really, really bothered her. She let out a loud scream. Ah! Get this disgusting, ugly rat off of me! BBs, crush that hairless freak. The BBs went over towards Courtney and tried to do away with Rufus, but he was too quick for them. With the BBs distracted, the group managed to get the upper hand against them, especially Ratchet, whose weaponry have already shown to be a decent match against the vicious bots. Soon enough, the group was able to subdue Courtney and the BBs, bringing them down. Courtney fell to the floor. Oh no! How will my fans live without me? Kim walked up to her, bent down directly in front of her, and got really close to her face. You're a huge disappointment to all of your fans, robots and organics alike. They will move on, and they're better off without you. She stood right back up and walked off. I know I am. He walked off after Kim. Ron glared at Courtney for a bit, then walked off. Rufus jumped off of Courtney, kicked her in the head, and let out a raspberry before rushing off back to Ron. The group stopped and stood near one another. Oh, transmission from the Phoenix. A portable screen appeared, displaying an image of Sasha. Guys, we've located Nefarious' star cruiser. It's currently refueling at the Zeldrin spaceport. Quark is already on his way there. Huh, It's about time that big stupid oaf is doing something useful for a change. Hold on for a sec. It might be a trap. You know, I was suspecting the same thing. I think Courtney is setting us up. Yes, in a way. Still, it could be our only way to get to Nefarious. My thoughts exactly. We'll meet Quark at the starport. Be careful, you guys. Let's go. But what about Skid? They looked over and noticed Skid walking back and forth with his arms held in front of him. Like, destroy all squishies and stuff. We'll have Wade figure out what to do with him. Come on, let's get to the starport. They returned to the ship and left the moon. They flew through space for a long time. Ron was looking out the window. Clank edged closer to Ron. He whispered a bunch of nasty things to Ron, telling him that Kim was planning to stab him in the back by going for Ratchet behind his back while she's still dating him. She's still dating Ron. Wait, no. He even told him it's the only reason why Kim even wanted to date him in the first place. Ron was shocked to hear this from Clank, then looked at Kim suspiciously. Yeah, I'm not even going to write out any dialogue involving that conversation. I despise those kinds of conflicts. Ugh. In fact, love triangles are forbidden in my world. They eventually arrived at the spaceport. There, they landed and got out. They soon spotted Quark nearby. Look! There's Quark! Come on! They rushed over towards him. At that moment, Quark was having an awkward conversation with the monkey. I thought we agreed to put that jungle business behind us. The monkey screeched at him again. It was mating season. How was I supposed to know she was your sister? And this is one of the few reasons why this game is rated T for teen, not the series. He then turned towards the group, who had very awkward looks on their faces. How long have you been standing there? Hopefully not too long. Well, stop lollygagging and let's get to work. Yeah, you're one to talk. Now then, we'll use this shuttle to fly in and infiltrate the Star Cruiser undetected. Yeah, we'll totally go undetected. It's not like your symbol is painted anywhere on that shuttle. Once on board, we'll find Nefarious and finish the job. You guys ready? Oh, I'm so ready. All right then, let's go. Quark walked into his shuttle. The monkey followed after him. Did Quark just say he used to mate with monkeys? It's probably best not to try imagining it. Yeah, to see something like that would very likely be more terrifying than anything I have experienced at Camp Wannaweep. No surprise there. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Let's just get going. They went into the shuttle and took off. They flew towards the cruiser. Shotgun. Aw, man. Hey, what are you doing? Move over. I'll drive. No thanks. I'd rather get there in one piece. Stand down, soldier. This is your captain speaking. Captain, my Ratchet! There was some roughhousing going on inside the shuttle. Wait! Don't sit on that flight stick! They were able to make it to the Star Cruiser. They got out of the shuttle immediately after landing. Well, that was a bit of a rough ride. Yeah, I'd say I've been through better. Rufus popped out of Ron's pocket. Slumped over. Wow. It's too quiet in here. I don't like this one bit. Me neither. Once again, my brilliant plan has caught the enemy completely unawares. Yeah, sure. You didn't draw out your brilliant plan in crayons this time, so we should be off to a good start. Although, I don't think it will be long before that completely falls apart. Yeah, that would be a safe bet. Clank's antenna was raised up. He brought it back down. Message received. What's that, Clank? Nothing. Kim and Ron looked at him suspiciously, but Ron seemed even more suspicious towards him than Kim. Okay, let's split up and search the ship. Just remember, Nefarious is mine. Sure. We'll allow you to rough him up a bit before we take him down ourselves. Heh, come on. Let's get some payback for what they did to Skid. Save me some room for an extra dose of that revenge. I also want to bring him down hard for Skid. Sure thing, Ron. They went off, rushing further into the cruiser. There were guard bots everywhere, which is to be expected. However, something didn't seem right. There weren't as many as there should be. Even more so, it seemed as though they were holding back. The further they progressed, the easier it seemed. This worried the group even more. They eventually reached the bridge of the ship. There, Lawrence stood before them. Come on in, sirs and madam. We've been expecting you. Of course. I thought the fight through here was too easy. Ah! How very observant of you, Kim Possible! A chair in front of them turned around. Sitting on it was Dr. Nefarious. Dr. Nefarious, at last we meet in person. Same to you, young lady, and I see you brought along your goofy sidekicks. Hey, not cool! And I haven't forgotten about you, Captain Quark. You seem to have put on a bit of weight since we last met. Yeah, well, Courtney Gears didn't seem to mind. Quark! Just then he had another breakdown. From that, he was picking up on the radio signal of that same soap opera. Quark and the group stared awkwardly at Nefarious as this was happening. Is he okay? Oh, do not worry. He is fine. He walked up to Nefarious. This is the best part of my day. He smacked Nefarious across the face, snapping him back to normal. Ark! I'll have the last laugh. I lured you here so I could witness your demise. He pushed a button on the right arm of the chair. Auto self-destruct sequence initiated. Prepare to die. Oh man, this is not good. Teleport us out of here. Of course, sir. Lawrence warped out. Nefarious was left behind. He was very dumbfounded by this. Lawrence! This isn't funny, Lawrence! He was then warped out. We better get out of here. Nev said, at least Camp Waterweep wasn't life-threatening. The elevator lift descended. Quark jumped off of it and back into the bridge. Quark, wait! What are you doing? The ship could explode at any second. I think I spotted something important. I can't leave without it. I'll meet you back at the shuttle. The group rushed back to the shuttle as fast as they could. The ship was trembling and exploding around them as they hurried back. They also ran into many of the robots and fought them off, but tried to do so quickly, as they didn't have a lot of time left. They eventually arrived back at Quark's shuttle and got back into it very quickly. They sat inside, waiting for Quark to return. Come on, Quark, hurry up. We must leave now. No, we can't. Not without Quark. The guy may be a nutcase, but even he doesn't deserve to be ditched like this. I agree with Ron. And besides, he would have waited for us. I think. Good for him. Clank pushed a button on the dashboard. Clank! No! Clank! The shuttle launched out of the cruiser and flew away as the cruiser exploded and fell towards a nearby planet. How much time do we have left? How much time has there been so far? Oh, okay, that much time. All right. The group flew back to the Phoenix on Ratchet's ship. After the group returned, they reunited with Sasha, Helga, and Al. Sasha seemed very relieved to see them again, even more so with Ratchet, as she kissed him directly on the lips. Kim reacted in a somewhat conspicuous manner. Ron took notice of this. Sasha then pulled herself away from Ratchet. Well, we're glad to see that all of you have made it back alive. Yeah, we're also glad. That was brutal. Oh, brutal. Did you detect any other spacecraft leaving the Star Cruiser? No. An escape pod? Another shuttle, maybe? Al and Helga both looked sad as they shook their heads. No. So, there was nothing else? No. I'm sorry, guys. We heard the whole thing over the comm-link. No, this can't be. How could this have happened? Why didn't we should have. No, Ron. You guys didn't have a choice. Captain Quark died a hero. Whoa. Never thought I would hear anything like that. I didn't care about the guy up until now. I'm actually sad that he's gone. Later on, everyone set up a memorial service for Quark. Helga, on the altar containing Quark's face, was crying as she was doing her commemoration speech. Ratchet stood next to her, staring sort of awkwardly at her. Kim and Ron did the same. Gee, I never knew Helga could be so emotional, and here I thought she was always too obnoxious and uptight for that. So did I. Ratchet gently pushed her to the side as she continued to cry and stood on the altar. Captain Quark had so many, wonderful qualities. I just don't know where to begin. Gee, I wonder why. Such as, okay, he was really tall, and he had a unique fashion sense, and he always had a tendency to make my friends laugh from a lot of the stuff that he did, which kept them in a good mood through our toughest times. I guess, that's all I can think of at the moment. He hurried off the altar and back beside his friends. Well, that could have been worse. Sorry, guys. I really couldn't think of anything else on such short notice. Don't worry about it. I couldn't have done any better. Besides, a lot of what you said was true. Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that. Just then the president appeared on a portable monitor. I just heard about what happened. I wanted to offer my condolences to the team. Quark's loss was a true tragedy. The man was a hero, brave, honest, kind, and humble to the core. Kim and Ratchet whispered to each other. He is talking about Quark, right? Yeah, he is. If you can believe that. She placed her hand on her forehead in annoyance. Hey, at least he didn't say Quark was exceedingly intelligent. Otherwise, I could not be more honored to have known a man so noble and smart. I think I'm getting a headache. Captain Quark may be gone, but his indomitable spirit of heroism lives on in each of you. Kim and Ron had awkwardly frightened looks on their faces, then looked at each other. I know the Q-Force will make our fallen hero proud. Carry on, everyone. The transmission turned off. Al handed over another vidcomic to the group as he cried, Here, guys, it's Chapter 4 of the Quark vidcomic series. He'd want you to have it. I don't find that hard to believe. Thanks, Al. You know, this could provide us a clue about what Nefarious is going to do next. Let's go. Ratchet walked out with the rest of the group. They headed back for their quarters. Just then, Ron grabbed onto Kim. KP, can I talk to you for a minute?
Sure, okay.
He pulled her to a secluded area.
Ron, are you okay? Is there something wrong?
Kim, Clank told me that the only reason why you wanted to date me is because you were planning to hurt me badly by advancing towards Ratchet behind my back.
What? That's ridiculous. I would never.
I know. I'm just saying Clank is seriously messed up. I'm sure he said that just to get me upset. Between that and what he did back on Quark's shuttle, I'm absolutely certain that he really isn't the same Clank that we all know and love.
You're right. What he said to you, he wouldn't do anything like that, not even in a joking manner. And the way he pressed that button on the console without hesitating, he really hasn't been himself at all. In fact, he's been like this since he reunited with us back at Holostar Studios. Do you think Nefarious did something to him?
I wouldn't doubt it one bit. Either that, or it could be an evil look-alike.
I don't think I would agree with the evil doppelganger thing, but stranger things have happened. Even so, he will return to Nefarious. Perhaps I can have Wade build us something so that we can set up a nasty little surprise for our Nefarious mad genius.
Oh yeah, I'm all for that. I bet the look on his face will be priceless. Kim sneered as she pulled out the communicator. Later on, Kim and Ron met up with Ratchet and Clank in their quarters. Hey, you guys. Where have you been?
We were just having a private conversation on another area of the Phoenix.
Okay. Come on, I'm about to play this next vidcomic. Kim and Ron sat on the couch with Ratchet. Alright. Alright. Frackin' A. I sometimes...
Episode 4. Deja Q. All over again. After defeating Dr. Nefarious on planet Magnos, Quark returned to his condo in Metropolis for some well-earned R&R.
Oh, Lance, it's time you knew the truth. The baby isn't yours.
What? Who is the father?
Oh, your evil twin brother, Engelbert.
But Janice, I am Engelbert.
Ooh, must be that pizza I ordered.
Guten Tag, Captain Flabby!
Helga, what are you doing here?
Getting you off your lazy butt! You have plumped up like a giant green breakfast! It is time for the fitness course!
Oh, all right.
Meanwhile, on a rooftop high above the bustling streets of Metropolis.
The hour of my vengeance is at hand.
Go now, my robotic servants. Tear this city apart. Bring me the head of Captain Quark!
Yeah, I don't think I did Helga very well. I don't think I did Nefarious very well either. Be amazing if I could. Oh well.
Whee!
So childish. The music is kind of catchy. The whole idea of these big comics, they're supposed to be wacky music. Such a ham. I wouldn't exactly be doing that on a bus that's about to break down. Or is breaking down. I can't remember if Brad faced off against Bullpen. I know he faced off against Disney Boys.
Jackpot!
Don't secure yourself. That's a really cool Yes, the big comics were also made by Insomniac. Full credit goes to the original creators of this game, and full credit goes to the person who made the all 5 of them.
It is I, Dr. Nefarious!
Good. What about you? Wait, don't tell me. You've changed your hair.
That would be one of the things about him that I changed. You can say that.
isn't over, Quark. I swear, I will return someday to destroy you and bring Metropolis to its knees!
Just a word of advice, Nefarious. Quit while you're ahead.
And so Quark believed that the threat posed to the galaxy had been ended forever. But, seems the script is missing a few pages.
Thanks, Professor. I'll take it from here. And so ends the greatest tale of courage and heroism ever told. The true story of Captain Quark's triumph over the nefarious supervillain known as, Dr. Nefarious.
He seemed to have been hiding something there. Wonder what it was. Nah, I'm sure it was probably nothing. Oh my gosh. That's just too funny. I had no idea that Helga was associated with Quark for so long. Yeah, she was just as uptight and obnoxious as she was back then. Or rather, she's just as obnoxious as uptight and obnoxious as she was back then. Well, that was very reassuring. Metropolis! What is it, Ratchet? Guys, Nefarious is planning on striking there next. You know what? From what we saw in that vid comic, that actually makes perfect sense. He did try to destroy that city all those years ago. Exactly, but Quark stopped him. He swore to go back and finish the job someday. So now he has that bio-obliterator thing operational. Then that must mean, oh man, he's going back. That's right, Ron. He's ready to make his move. Then we need to hurry over there and stop him. My thoughts exactly, Kim. Sasha, did you hear that? Loud and clear, Kim. We'll set a course for Metropolis. Let's just hope we're not too late. The group got themselves up and rushed for their ship and left for Metropolis. I think that will be enough for... Oh, come on. That will be enough for today. So next time, the group will make their way towards Metropolis and hopefully put a stop to Nefarious's attack on the city. So until next time, everybody, I will be seeing you again. Okay, bye.
Thank you.